Um, I'm on the borderline, yeah. Understanding B7. Hashtag understanding B7. Part 5. Wow. Part 5. Wow. Come on, Jesus. It's part 5. Hey, everybody. We're 5 parts in. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Okay. Borderline. I love it. Borderline. Okay, with O'Neal Gerald, and it is... with O'Neal Gerald, part 5. And the name of this part is Borderline because that's the song we're doing tonight. Hello, everybody. Welcome to class. Thank you for being on time. Oh, man. Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. I'm doing really well. And it's wonderful to see everybody on time. I'm really just enjoying the I'm enjoying the culture that's being built here and that already existed here. If you don't know who I am, I'm going to tell you in just a moment. I'm just going to give people just a chance to pour on in as we get into discussing probably the hardest song to break down on this album for many reasons. But we're going to tackle it tonight. We're definitely not going to get through everything. But my goal is that what we do get through it will help you. With what we do get through, it will help you to listen to the song deeper and to help you to kind of make sense of a little bit of the runs and the harmonies that are going on. But I just kind of wanted to wait one more minute. Let me just start to shout out people. Hi, Kimberly Amara. Hey. Hi, Quinn Loves to Sing. Hey, Die Time. Is it Die or is it Day? I think it's Die, but tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, okay? Hi, Z Grace. Everybody, come on in. Come on in. Oh, man. This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. It's day? Okay, daytime. Daytime. I get it. Don't mind me for being a little bit. Oh, my gosh. I'm a little bit lame in terms of my humor, but I make up for it in teaching, so. All right. Oh, man. Okay, so we got 50 people. Okay, so why don't we get through the introductions? For the 5th time, everybody, welcome to Understanding B7. And this is the official name for a little series that I'm doing here on Forever Brandy 101, where I, O'Neal Gerald, your local vocal coach / music educator, am going through all of the songs on Brandy's new album, B7. As we know... Oh, you're on time, Token! Awesome! Love it! Okay, but, tonight we're gonna be getting into, just another song off of B7. As you guys already know, Brandy is an absolute monster in terms of just all the things that she does with her voice, all the things that she thinks when she sings. And I'm so glad that we were able to get through Saving All My Love, going into Unconditional Oceans, going into Rather Be. Last week we did Lucid Dreams, and today we're going to be doing Borderline. Now, I want to get right into it, but before I do, so I guess I'm not getting right into it, but before I do, I just kind of wanted to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about the track list, because there's a lot of things that are going on in the track list. By the way, after this broadcast this live ends at 10 o'clock, I'm actually doing an Understanding B7 after party. You can get the information at my bio, O'Neal Gerald, at O'Neal Gerald. Just click the link in the bio and then just go to the Understanding B7 after party, and you'll get a link to my Patreon, where for $5 you can be in the room where we're talking about voices and we're talking about more stuff. But yes, Now, let's talk about the track list a little bit because we're 5 tracks in now. Actually, we're 6 tracks in, and there's something wonderful that's actually happening in the track list. So, no. Am I gonna do it? Sure. Let's give it a try. Today, I'm actually going to flip the camera around just so I can write normally, because for those of you that don't know, I'm actually writing backwards. And so, what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the track list. So for the track list, we have Saving All My Love. I'm just going to call it Saving All. We have Unconditional Oceans. Then we have Rather Be. Then we have, the All My Life interlude going into, just making sure that you guys can see this. But yeah, okay. Going into the All My Life interlude, going into, what's the name of the song again? Lucid Dreams. Going down into Borderline. Okay? Now, the wonderful thing about these first few songs is that it's kind of really telling us a lot about what's going through Brandy's mind with B7. Because if you listen to just the way that Saving All My Love is put together in terms of the background harmonies, in terms of the lead vocals, there is a lot of things that are happening. They're very segmented, or rather, you're not going to get something in one full take. You're getting bits and pieces. You're getting her singing in one place, and then singing in another place, and then singing in another place. But the recording is very fragmented. It feels like bits and pieces. So it feels like we're inside Brandy's head a little bit. We're getting a little bit of the scattered thoughts that are happening. And then along with the melody of Unconditional Oceans, the unconventional melody of Unconditional Oceans, we're getting, again, a little bit more of what feels a little bit more like, not necessarily confusion, but just, I feel like, at least for me personally, I felt like I was taking a trip through Brandy's mind, getting through a few of the melodies that might go through there. Going into Rather Be, which actually, in terms of song form, in terms of the format, was more verse, chorus, bridge, you know, like it didn't really have a real bridge. It was just kind of going off into a vamp. But in terms of song form, Saving All My Love and Unconditional Oceans were very, very different. Then going into Rather Be, which was more conventional. Then All My Life, which was kind of like the transition, which was taking us to this deeper place that we're now in B7. So we have Lucid Dreams that, again, in song form, we had that extra weight in that chord progression that kind of made it feel a little bit more pensive. It made us feel like we were in a dream, a lucid dream. And now we're getting into Borderline. Borderline is, in terms of it, I feel like it's the most dense out of all the songs that are on B7. It has the most harmonies. It has the most counter melodies and just things that are going on that make it feel, is tense the right word? Yeah, it makes it feel very tense. I'm just gonna flip this around again. Yeah, but Borderline feels very tense in terms of its harmonic makeup. And there's a lot of things that are in it that actually make me think that we're a lot more in Brandy's mind than we would think. So let me see. Let's start from the beginning of Borderline. Yeah, I feel like I'm okay. You know what? Okay. You know what? Why don't... Yeah, for where I am, it makes sense going with the beginning. Okay, all right. So we're gonna stop because this first part where Brandy is giving improvisation is actually telling us more about the makeup of the rest of the harmonies, and it's telling us more about how to expect or how to understand the rest of the harmonies. So I'm going to tell you why. And we've talked a little bit about it in Saving All My Love, but we're going to listen to this again. Okay, all right, and yes, the screen's inverted because I just flipped the camera around. I usually have to write backwards, but I just flipped it. So I'm just going to erase this so it doesn't feel confused for you. Now, remember when I was talking to you on Saving All My Love, and I was telling you about, that one Brandy idea that we hear on almost everything that she does, especially if she's singing live. We're going to hear a lot of, yeah. That's actually it's we're calling it a Brandyism because it's something that she's apt to do. She does a lot. And actually in this intro, we're getting some more of Brandy sitting on those notes, those particular notes. Okay? So, right? It's actually, you know what? I'm not going to go too much into it. That's that idea, but it's just on a different vowel. So listen again. Right? And then, right? And if we go into the makeup of the chords very briefly, not too long, but if we were to go into the root chord, which would be D minor, right? It actually kind of makes up the fifth of the chord that is on the end of this chord progression. So we got so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this chord, and we're gonna listen for Brandy singing what is actually the fifth of this chord that ends the chord progression. Okay, so. And when I say fifth, I mean the fifth in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. That's the note we're looking for. Right? And then actually this next note, it just happens to be the one of this particular chord. But then if we go to the original chord, right? Here, it's actually the seventh of the minor chord, which actually translates to the fifth of the major chord. Basically, on this, she's hitting, or on this chord we were looking at before, she's hitting the same note in terms of function on right here. Right? So, I know it might go over your heads, but it's going to be important as we continue to look at the melody and the harmony, okay? Right? And then she even goes back to that note, okay? So now, let's go to the chorus of Borderline, because I want to talk about it piece by piece. I want to start to add some of the harmonies. Now, this is a disclaimer. I don't have a perfect ear. So some of the things that I might have heard may not necessarily be all the way there. I might miss a few notes here or there, but I'll try my best to get it as close as I can, okay? All right, so let's go to ooh, ooh, I'm on the right, and even right there, you can also hear that note again. Borderline. But we're gonna get into it, okay? Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna flip flop between talking about vocal performance and also talking about the music theory that's behind it, okay? So, ooh. So again, we get that note again. Right? Same note. Ooh. And usually I wouldn't actually look at the melody for information about Brandy's mind, but because Brandy is songwriting on these songs, and on this particular song, let's shout out the songwriters real quick. She was writing with, whoa, the writers are usually here. Oh, where are the writers? I'm just gonna get these writers real quick, because without the writers of this music, we would not have Borderline, and we would not have B7. And it's a wonderful thing to always shout out songwriters of music. So I'm going to make sure that I give these people their shout out. Of course, it was written by Brandy, right? We have Brandy that's there, and then also on this song we have we have Cadence. We have Kim Krisiuk. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but she goes by Cadence, and of course DJ Camber. And then we also have Al Sharad Lambert and Charles McAllister, who are writing on this song, okay? Now, we have multiple writers, but also but Brandy's, like, and one thing I heard as a musician, and I'm sure you heard as well, we're gonna get to a lot of these places, okay? But, but yeah, Brandy's voice is all over this, okay? So as we listen to this, let's listen for Brandy's mind, especially because of that intro. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna mark it a little bit, okay? Ooh, right? Let's mark it here. I tried my best to fix the glare from last week and from the last few weeks, but it's still, because I have a whiteboard, it's kind of a little reflecty, so please forgive me. But ooh, ooh. So there's a little bit of an inflection on the beginning, okay? So that's going to be, and an inflection, I don't think I ever understood, I never explained what an inflection is. An inflection is just basically a gentle slope. And it can be in our speaking voice and it can be in our singing voice. So if we ask a question, how are you doing? Are you doing well today? Today? That gentle slide is an inflection. Or if I were to say a sentence, I'm doing fine today. That's a downward inflection. But on this note over here, we have an upward inflection. Ooh, ooh, right? So, ooh. And I'm probably going to run out of board, but ooh, ooh, right? And I have to get through this quick because this is not a lot of time to talk about a song that's loaded like this. But ooh, and in fact, I should kind of draw a straight note here because we have a little bit of a rest here. Ooh, 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 or rather, sorry, ooh. And there's actually a little bit of vibrato that I'm hearing on this note. Ooh, ooh, right? And another thing to note, and I marked it here, there's a very sharp cutoff at the end of that. Ooh, right? And then that's actually a big theme that's in the vocal performance of this, right? Ooh. So let's listen to it again. And actually, I'm singing it too slow. Ooh, ooh. It's too long. I'm taking too long. But she sings it even faster. Now, and I'm gonna go through this as quick as I can. I wish I could mark it throughout this entire board, but it will kind of get complicated. So I'm gonna do it piece by piece. All right. Ooh, and then I'm on the. So I'm on the I'm on the, and then boy, I'm on the borderline, line. And that's gonna be our little wiggle there. Some people will call it a shrill or a grace note. I'm gonna call it a wiggle. Borderline. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wait. Borderline. Yeah, yeah. Right? And I'm not gonna put and then I'm on that borderline. Sorry, I didn't mark that right. Whoa, let's try that again. So remember the first part? Okay, now remember from the beginning how we talked about Yeah, right? That note right there, borderline. Right here, let me use a different marker because I like to be colorful. Let's use a red marker. Borderline, yeah. It's one of those important notes again. This is something that Brandy goes to, right? Borderline, yeah, borderline, yeah. Borderline, yeah, yeah. Right? And then actually that second note, the note she ends on, is actually the yeah, yeah. Right? Right? So again, the information that's in this melody is already coming from the beginning. Every single singer has things that they are apt to doing. If you study singers closely enough, there are things that they do all the time. There are things that they do all the time. These are just a few of the things that Brandy does in terms of her note choice. Let me talk about her tone very quickly before we get to the rest of this, because really this is going to be the bulk of tonight, just going through this chorus and getting these nuances, and then building on the harmonies that are there. I'm gonna see how much I can get through tonight, and if I don't get through enough, this might have to be 2 parts, but we'll see. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Okay, sorry. Where was I now? Oh yeah, right. I want to talk about her tone real quick, right? What I feel in terms of the song, when I look at the lyrics, and I feel like Brandy sounds like a little girl. And I don't mean in terms of a whiny sound. I mean in terms of the choices of her tone, especially in that first verse. We're getting this very lifted, light sound, and also these vowels that are very like I. It's like this very high, soft palate. All the time, all the time, or sorry. So let's go. I'm gonna take a break from the chorus. Youthful. Thank you. I'm gonna go back. I'm kind of going back and forth, but hopefully you guys are going with me. But let's go to the beginning of this verse right now, because this tone is what also comes up in the chorus, okay? Right? What would you do if you're alone? Wait. Yes, crack. I crack all the time. Anyway, I just embrace it. But yeah. Sorry, right? Sorry. Like and especially for me, like I got some tone or some weight to my tone. To lighten up is a lot like that for me. But like if I sorry, what would you do? What would you do? Or sorry, what would you do if you're alone? So the one thing about that is that she lightens at the beginning, and then she changes the tone, makes it a little bit darker, and then she adds some sharp cutoffs. So it's a little bit smoother. Sorry. Then, what would you do? Right? And then she comes back to that light tone. If you're alone. So let's listen to that, because that's a lot of the dynamics that's happening in terms of what's going on here. Right? So, and that's something that we also hear in the ooh, I'm on the borderline line. It's very youthful, and it feels very girly to me. Like little girlish to me, because it's funny, because the way I actually cried the first time I listened to this song, because listening to B7, it felt very much like I was in Brandy's mind. It felt like I could feel a lot of the internal mental struggle that she has been going through for the last 8 years. And in terms of the tone, I feel like Brandy, I don't know if she was doing therapy or something, but it feels like she was digging into this little girl that is crying out to be heard. Now that's really like my own opinion. That's not like totally found in the music per se, but that's just something that I'm noticing. Just even in the way that in the chorus, I'm the most jealous girl. Sorry, is always very I'm the most. It's always in unison, right? And she uses these harmonies to kind of build here and there, and then when she brings it back to that unison, is that I'm the most jealous girl. And it, again, with that lifted tone, I'm the most jealous girl in the whole wide world. Okay, so let's get back to breaking down the chorus, but let's keep that tone in mind. It's like there's a lot that's happening there. Okay, let's get through the rest of the chorus, and then I'm going to do my best to get to some of these harmonies. Again, this is a lot. Anyway. I'm the most jealous girl in the whole wide world. Okay, and again, a reminder, the Understanding B7 package is in the link in my bio. There you're actually going to get a webinar from me. And a webinar is basically an online seminar, but it's for free. And I'm basically talking about the 5 singers, the 5 mistakes that singers make that keep them from singing their best and how to overcome them. So if you are a singer that's struggling, that's plateauing in your singing, that's a good place to go in order for you to get more information from me. For free. And then also in there, I have some causes that I think are worthy of being donated to. Only because when we unpack Black music, it's an act of Black uplift. And when we do that, what we're doing is we're uplifting the Black identity and saying, you know, you are academic, or like Black brilliance and Black excellence is academic and is worthy of being studied, worthy of being recognized in academic circles. Okay? So that's just a little aside. I know we've barely got through any of the song, but there's so much that's happening here. Okay? Okay, so we get that again. I'm not gonna draw that again. Don't wanna be scared, so. Okay, I already erased it. So let's get don't wanna be. So we got don't wanna. And then we're actually getting the same note going on. Don't wanna be scared, but we're getting these inflections again. So it's not just the note. We're getting these upward strikes. Think of it like an uppercut. Don't wanna be scared, so this time. Right? Let's listen to it again. Right? And then we have a run that's on the bottom. Time. Let's actually so it's time. No, I'm running through I'm running through everybody. Time. Right? That's the run that's there. I guess we're getting into some of the runs already. But let me just kind of mark this here. Don't wanna be scared, so this time. I'm like, okay, Brandy. All right, let's listen to that. Right? Time. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. Girl. Okay, since I'm going through the entire chorus, okay, we're gonna do this very quickly. I'm not even putting notes up there. My gosh, I just have to try and skate through this because it's already 30 minutes in. Time. And there's a little bit of a nod in the harmonies or in the background vocals. Okay, never ever cheat. So let's put that there. Never, never ever, never ever cheat. Never ever cheat. Never ever cheat. Right? Never lie. Never ever cheat. And then never ever cheat. Never lie to me. Lie to me. And never ever cheat, never lie to me. Right? And I actually think there's a little bit more wiggle in there. Never lie to me. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's actually a downward inflection. Never ever cheat, never lie to me. Right? Let me put that in there and we'll listen to it one more time. Oh my goodness, there's so much that's going on here. Right? Okay? Right? And then I'm the most jealous girl. So again a tone to the a note to the tone. She's closing the vowel. She's using the sounded consonant. A sounded consonant is something like M or N, where you can carry a note on the closeness of the vowel. Like S, that doesn't have a note to it. But M or N can carry a note to it. So so we're getting I'm the most. I'm the most, and the room's not hot. I am. Anyway. Oh man. Oh, it's yeah. Anyway, I'm the most. So so let's listen to that one more time before we plot it out. Wait, I'm the most jealous girl. Jealous. So even on the L, she's giving another. She's again sounding that consonant. Never ever cheat, never lie to me. I'm the most jealous girl. Right? So this is never ever cheat, never lie to me. And then I'm the most jealous girl. And then let's see if I can. In the whole wide world. Right? So I'm the most jealous girl off in the whole wide world. In the whole wide world. Okay, right. Okay. Right. And again, so I'm the most jealous girl off in the whole again another upward inflection whole wide world. Okay. Don't be scared. Okay. Here. Whole wide world. Hey Anthony. Don't you ever. And then okay, let's get to the very end, because really what we're gonna be doing is just going through these harmonies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't you ever hurt me a change on you. Change. Did you hear that? Right? So, don't you ever hurt me a change on you. Right? She goes down and then back up. Change on you. Alright. There's a little bit of glare, forgive me. Right? Okay. Now, the thing is, I usually wouldn't break down melodies because melodies usually don't need this. But from Unconditional Oceans, Lucid Dreams, and Borderline have really melodic, like they're really intense in terms of melody. Not anyone can cover Borderline. Not everyone can cover Lucid Dream. These songs are melodically very complex. And then they're very, very complex. So shout out to Brandy, who's finally singing the music that is the complexity that she would want it to be. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Lord, for Brandy. Okay. I will do, me and you now. Okay. I will do. So, this is the last part of the chorus before we get into the harmonies, okay? I will do me and you. And there's a little bit of a jump again. You, how, and an upward inflection. Okay, now we finally got through all of the. Again, this is one line of the chorus. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is one melodic line. We haven't gotten into harmony yet. Now we are. Okay. So let's start from ooh. Again, upward inflection. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. You know what? I have to put this lower if we're gonna get the harmonies in there. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I want to plot it differently. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Wait. Ooh. Oh, wait. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Ooh. 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 Okay, and I tried plotting this out on my paper and I can't even understand what I put there. So we're gonna have to. Okay, so here we go. So one thing to note about Brandy is that Brandy doesn't just give us just a melody, just one line of melody. She gives us the basics. So if you were to say, I'm trying to find an analogy for it, but it's basically she's giving us the bare bones of what this melodic idea is supposed to be, and then she expands it, okay? I'm so right? But I actually have to. Okay. Ooh. Right? Ooh. Okay, so let's plot that. We're gonna use a different color. I'm not really too picky about like head voice and chest voice right now, so I'm just gonna use this marker to kind of show us what's going on. I'm not gonna use blue. I'm sorry, not red. I'm gonna use blue. Okay, so what did we say? I think this is where I'm gonna start putting notes in. And again, I'm writing backwards, so forgive me for my penmanship. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. And again, the line might be a little bit more complicated than I'm making it, but forgive me. So, ooh, ooh, and then that is when up higher we get ooh, and this is a G. Okay, ooh, ooh, ooh. So then we're having a wiggle here. Ooh. At least that's what I'm hearing. It might be a little bit different. Ooh. And then we have the A sounding here. So it kind of makes it sound like a run all the way together. A run together. Ooh, ooh. But actually, I'm just going to leave the A here. And actually, I'm going to make this even a little bit more to scale. Ooh. And then it joins the melody here, ooh, and then it adds a note, right? Hopefully that's easy for you to understand. Ooh, ooh, right? So let's listen to that one part, okay? Are y'all talking in class? Anyway. Okay, let's go. Right? I'll play it again. So again, the reason why we took so much time on the melody is so that you can remember the melody while listening for the harmony now, okay? So we hear, ooh, but there's more. You guys are laughing? That was a good joke. Anyway. Okay. Ooh, right? So ooh, 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 and it's more ooh, and then it goes back up to that E. Okay. And there's actually a third harmony that's there, okay? So, this one, ooh, and then on the top we got ooh, but in the middle, okay? Ooh, ooh. I'm cracking all over the place tonight, but it doesn't worry. We actually have another note here, right? And it's that D. I'm just gonna point to it there. And it's actually moving to the same note that this top line does. So I'm just gonna kind of mark it here. And then it actually goes back down. Ooh, and it kind of sounds there. Ooh. Is it going all the way? I'm not too sure, but I'm just gonna put it all the way, just because there's another D that's here. Ooh. So, ooh, ooh. So let's listen for it, okay? One more time. Okay, thumbs up if you saw it. Thumbs up if you saw it. Yes? No? Maybe so? Okay, thumbs up if you saw it and you heard it, right? Because it's one thing if we see it, it's another thing. Sweet. Okay, you're getting it. Sweet. Yeah, I didn't drink water at all today. Let me show you my water for the day. I was so bad today. I'm supposed to drink this in a day. Look how much has been drunk today. I have no water in my system. I was probably a little nervous tonight, but it's whatever. we'll get it next time. Okay? Now, that would, again, ooh, it's just, and again, there's 3 notes that are there. Now, let's go to the next line. Ooh, I'm on the borderline. Okay? Right? So this is just the ooh. This is just ooh. Let's go to borderline. Oh, borderline. Yeah, I was so bad today. I was terrible with the water. So don't follow my example in this case today. Make sure you're drinking water all the time. It's not just good for your voice. It's good for your brain. H2O means that you're getting oxygen. You don't just get oxygen by breathing. You get oxygen by drinking water. And when you drink water, you're dispersing that to the rest of your body. And don't just try drinking right before you sing. Right before you need to sing for a performance. It doesn't work like that. You need to hydrate probably about 24 hours. Like 24 hours to 48 hours before. So get in the habit of keeping your voice hydrated. Don't follow what I did today. Okay? Okay. Now, okay, again. Ooh. Okay, so we have that one idea. Now we're gonna go. This is gonna have to be 2 parts. This is gonna have to be 2 parts. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. We're not even, we're nowhere. We didn't get anywhere because there's so much that's in here, okay? But I'll have to see because this is a long series, guys. But anyway, borderline. Borderline. I'm on the borderline. Right? So, I'm not going to do the, I'm on the, right? So, I'm not going to do the, I'm on the, because that's in unison. But we're going to get this borderline, yeah, yeah. Okay, now, it's hard to hear because Brandy's also ad-libbing on the top, okay? But there are 3 parts that are happening here. Okay, and I'm going to start from the bottom this time, okay? Started from the bottom. Anyway, shout out to Drake. Anyway, so we got borderline, and then we have borderline, right? Border, that's a big... That's an ugly dot. Anyway, sorry, just being a little bit ridiculous. Borderline, and she doesn't wiggle on this bottom part. Borderline. So borderline. Okay, borderline. Let's listen. Borderline, right? And then actually we hear that harmony a little bit earlier, but I'll put the 3rd part in, okay? Okay, borderline is the next one on the top. Borderline. Borderline. Right? So now, and let's talk about that chord actually, because I like that chord. So borderline. Sorry. So borderline. So it makes a nice little rub in there. The part of the reason why these harmonies are so hard to get is because they're so clustered together. A usual chord would be a little bit more open. Meow. But it's actually a lot more closed. Meow. Right? Okay. My goodness. It is 9:48. And anyway, sometimes sometimes that's just how things go. Okay, borderline. Okay, what are these? Yeah. I'm gonna skip to yeah, I say meow a lot. Yeah, I have a cat at my mom's house. Yeah, anyway. And this live will be saved. It will be saved and it will be put on ouch. Goodness. It will be on Forever Brandy 101. This channel that you're watching on right now, it will be there. It will also be on my personal YouTube channel, which actually there's a link to in my Understanding B7 package in the link in my bio, because I talk about Brandy a lot. And also, if you're looking for voice lessons / music theory, hit me up at o'neillgerald.com. I have a website, and you can go there and get in touch with me, and we can schedule a lesson. But okay, yeah, this is a lot of content, and quarter of the semester, I can't. Anyway, so let's get into this last one. I didn't realize this is gonna take so long. Oh my gosh. All right. So borderline, yeah. Okay. Don't. How about this? If you want me to answer questions about borderline, come to the Understanding B7 after party, because yeah, I'm not trying to do 2 parts per thing, but it's taking a little longer. Well, I'll see what I'll do, but definitely if you have questions about Understanding B7, come to the Understanding B7 whatchamacallit, so awesome. Anyway, you're in which page? I can't. You guys are distracting me. What I'm saying is that if you have questions about borderline, like about runs and stuff, come to the Understanding B7 after party. After party? Yes, there's an after party. So what I'm doing is on my Patreon. I'm gonna put a link here. Patreon.com/O'neillGerald. I'm gonna keep continuing to talk, right? It's just okay, perfect. Okay, so the link is down there. If you want to get to the after party, $5 just to compensate me for my time, because it's a lot of time and it's a lot of effort. But I'm going to be talking a little bit more about Brandy, and there's a specific performance that I'm going to be talking about tonight, that we're going to be talking through tonight. So go there. For the month of October, I believe, you're going to have access to all of the after parties. There will be one for each week. In October, for $5, you get access to all of them. Okay, that's a steal in my opinion. So go there, and we can continue to talk about borderline if you guys want. Or again, it'll be your time, so you guys can tell me what you guys want to talk about. But go there. We're gonna be there in about 8 minutes. But let's get through this last harmony here. There's so much to talk about. Sorry. Yeah. So never ever cheat, never lie to me. Never ever cheat. Never ever cheat. Oh, I keep drawing it too high. Let's go a little bit lower. Never ever cheat. Never ever cheat. And then never lie. Lie to me. My family is watching Hamilton upstairs. I love Hamilton. Anyway, shout out to Hamilton if you guys like Hamilton. If you like Hamilton, give me a thumbs up or whatever. Never ever cheat, never lie to me. Okay. Never ever cheat, never lie to me. Okay. Never ever cheat, never lie to me. And also, yeah, if you want to, sorry, let me just, yeah, I need to get through this. Okay, so first of all, on the bottom, we'll start from the bottom again. We have a little bit of a not a pedal tone, but just like a little bit of a constant note that's going on there. Never ever cheat, never lie to me. Okay. Never ever cheat, never lie to me. Okay, so it's really easy. Never, never, ever cheat. Never lie to me. Okay. And this is definitely not to scale, but anyway, but this is just so that we get it out of the way. Never ever cheat, never lie to me. Never ever cheat, never lie to me. Never ever cheat, never lie to me. Okay, now, and then on the top we have never ever cheat, never lie. Right? Oh, I think I'm gonna talk about that actually. Token, you said something I wanted to briefly talk about. Never ever cheat. Oh, and that, okay. So never ever cheat, never lie. Right? Right? And this lie is actually the same note as the one that's on the bottom, on this bottom note, but they're just an octave apart. Okay? Okay? Let's do it one more time. Okay? And then never ever cheat, never lie to me. Yeah? Okay, cool. Alright, sweet. Okay. So that, unfortunately, that takes us to the end of breaking down Borderline tonight. I thought I was going to get through way more. Maybe I'll take, I don't know, half of next week to kind of continue a little bit more. I wanted to get through way more. But I realized, honestly, there is a lot of content in this song. And to, to actually get into all of it, unfortunately, it's not realistic. Because Brandy has so much content. But yes, if you want to continue talking about Borderline, come to the after party. And actually, if you come to the after party, you'll actually get access to last week's after party, where I actually talked about Brandy's performance of the Insecure run. We kind of hung out and we talked. So this went by extremely fast. I wish I had more time with you, and we can in the after party. But I'm happy that I was able to shed a little bit more light with Borderline. Thank you everyone so much for coming. There's 66 of you. Thank you to everybody for coming on and tolerating my non-hydrated self. But I'm really glad just to be able to again speak about this music, because in academic circles it's now becoming a thing to finally talk about Black music in an academic way, in a way that that doesn't separate the prestige of Black excellence from white excellence in terms of more classical Western styles of music and more African inspired styles of music like R&B. So we're leveling the playing field when we do this. So this is my honor to do this. So I'm gonna put my Instagram in the pinned comment below. It's at O'Neal Gerald. That's my name. And if you are here for the after party, I'm gonna see you in a few moments. If not, then yeah, I'll see you next week. Okay, when we talk about No Tomorrow. Okay, all right. So any homework for next week? Listen to Borderline and tell me what you thought about it, because we didn't get through as much as I wanted to. So maybe tag me in a story. Tag me at O'Neal Gerald. at O'Neal Gerald, and we can continue to talk about, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Tag me in something that you're noticing about Borderline. Say something that you think is, I don't know, it's just like, even if you're just playing a run and you're just like reacting to it the way Token would, or I would, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is just amazing. Maybe I'll see if I can take some time in my personal story, not Forever Brandy 101, but my story at O'Neal Gerald, to just kind of take some more time to stop for Borderline. Let's do that. So tag me, okay? Until next week, everybody. I'm going to see you later. And for those of you that are coming to the after party, I'll see you in a bit. Patreon.com/O'Neal Gerald. And I'll see you guys later. There was something I was supposed to promote. Oh my gosh. Oh snap. Okay, there's 45 of you. I'm going to say it really quick. I didn't get to it. But Borderline is actually, at the end of Borderline, and actually in some of the lyrics that are on Borderline, and also in the Things of B7, it talks about mental health. And actually there's a Canadian company, are they a charity? But they're an organization that actually helps with mental health. They're called CAMH, and I wanted you guys to go and donate to them, and I totally forgot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to elaborately erase my board, and I'm going to spell out their website here so that you can go and donate to Canadian mental health. So give me a C. Give me an A. Give me an M. Give me an H. Okay, wait. This is too small. Okay, all right. But yes, they're a company that I have not first-hand but second-hand experience with, and I don't know where I would be without them, and so I'm very thankful to them. So I wanted you guys to just give them a visit. They have a donate button in their website, camh.ca. Again, I'm writing backwards, so that is not my real handwriting. But please go donate to mental health, because Borderline actually really does deal with a lot of the nuances of of what actually is mental illness. And in listening to it, I was actually deeply touched by how close Brandy was getting to that. So I wanted you guys to kind of go to their website, just even if it's $1, go and donate to them. I'm sure they really appreciate it. But yes, I'll see you in the Understanding B7 after party. Okay, bye everyone.